Today we're going to show you how to maintain the best flow rate, achieve the best finish, and keep your paint clean. Let's get it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all things filters. That's right, boring subject, but not many people actually know the different filters that Graco offer, when you should use them, and how you should use them. Generally speaking, there are 3 points of filtration with your Graco unit. We've got the strainer at the end of your suction tube, the manifold filter in here, and then lastly, we have the gun filter. This is a contractor PC gun, and it'll be here. So the goal of these 3 points of filtration is to make sure that any contaminants that might be in your paint, that can be dust that's settled into the paint, or it could be paint skin if it's a really hot day, or if you've left the tin sit for a little while, or it could just be general contaminants that come from the manufacturing process. Typically, you'll be straining your paint, but if you're not, you want to make sure that you've got the right filtration for the right material for the right job. This is going to make sure that you're not going to have any restriction in your flow rate, and it's also going to make sure that you're achieving the best possible finish and not getting any blockages while you're spraying, because that can be super annoying and also time consuming. So generally speaking, there's 4 types of filters. I say type, it's also referred to as the mesh, and it's just talking about the mesh size. They start at 30 mesh, then 60 mesh, 100 mesh, and 200 mesh. The finer you go, the finer the material. If you've got an SG2 or an SG3 gun, they usually are 50 or 100 mesh, blue for 50, orange for 100. And then if you've got a contractor gun, you'll see these types here, and they've got a 30 mesh, a 60 mesh, or a 100 mesh. So let's get into what combination of filtration you should be using for the different types of materials you might be spraying. If you're spraying inks, stains, or varnishes, you should be running a 200 mesh manifold filter and a 100 mesh gun filter. So that's a red filter in your manifold and a blue filter in your handpiece. When spraying acrylic urethanes, you should be running a 100 mesh manifold filter and a 100 mesh gun filter. So that's a blue in your manifold and also a blue in your handpiece as well. When spraying acrylic emulsions or other emulsion paints, you want to run a 60 mesh in your manifold and a 60 in your gun. So that's a black in the manifold and also a black in your handpiece as well. And for your texture or fireproofing guys, if you're spraying any block fillers or intumescent paints, you want to be running a 30 mesh manifold filter and no gun filter at all. This does vary a little bit when you get into the thicker coatings. Some guys prefer to run no filtration at all, only on the strainer. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed the video, really appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to see more content, subscribe. And if you have any questions or any recommended content you want to see, comment it below. Happy spraying.